Hello, guys, and welcome to Lag and Popcorn. Today, we're going to be talking about wild doomsday theories. So, let's get right into it. I think Avengers Doomsday is going to be starting off by setting up the stakes of incursions in itself. And I think that Tobey Maguire's universe and the X-Men universe is going to be colliding with each other. And those two universes are going to go through incursions. So that's why the X-Men send Wolverine and Deadpool to plant a bomb in Tobey's universe. And obviously, Tobey Maguire decides to, well, defend his universe. And I think they're gonna kill him off while he defends his universe while fighting Wolverine and Deadpool. Now, by the new leaks, there is one photo circulating in the internet, which I can't show you obviously for obvious reasons. But in that photo, we can see Tobey Maguire wearing a mocap suit, right? And a mocap suit is worn because they have to put some CGI stuff over him. And that highly increases the probability of Tobey Maguire getting a new Iron Spider suit in the movie. So that's going to be very cool to watch. Now, let's get that aside. And now, please hear me out. This is going to be a little wild. There's a possibility of two Doctor Dooms, right? Now, I'm saying that because in the second trailer, it is shown that Doctor Doom has two suits. The one which is armored, heavily armored, and the other one is the one which is not very heavily armored. And I think the armored suit of Doctor Doom is going to be a different actor playing it, not RDJ, because I think RDJ is going to be playing the unarmored Doctor Doom, which is going to belong from the Fantastic Four universe because Sue Storm talks about him, and that too very fondly. So maybe RDJ's Doctor Doom is going to be the unarmored or the other Doctor Doom, which we're going to see in the movie. So, what about the armored Doctor Doom? So I think that Doctor Doom is going to belong from a completely different universe, and the actor which is going to play him, this is going to sound a little wild to you, but that's what we're theorizing, aren't we? So the actor which is going to play the armored Doctor Doom is maybe Cillian Murphy. Now, I know, it sounds so stupid, but if that happens, then it will be crazy, right? And I mean, why would they reveal RDJ as Doctor Doom in the first place, right? Because they want to set up a greater villain, right? Like Cillian Murphy. I mean, that's just what I theorize, right? And even most of the time, Doctor Doom is going to be masked. It's just going to be one or two money shots in the film where he takes off his mask. So, nevertheless, let me just theorize, right? Um, or the other possibility is that there is only one Doctor Doom, but he changes his motives midway the movie because, as Susan Storm says, that he used to be a very kind person, a very genius person, which he is actually right now. But he used to be very kind and very loving, but now he's like ruthless in every way possible. So maybe his intentions change because he knows the reality of incursions. So that could be one very likely possibility, which I think is very likely possible in the movie. I think that is more possible than the two dooms theory. Now the next theory is going to be what happens to Doctor Doom before he just starts our aura farming. So I think when he falls out of the window, Steve Rogers hits him with the Mjolnir, right? And that sends him flying off the window because, as you can see, he is unarmored in that scene. So maybe he took a very huge impact from the Mjolnir. Maybe that's why he's flying off like that. So that could be one possibility. Or the other is that the Thing punched him and he falls off the window. But I think that is quite unlikely. I think the Mjolnir possibility is going to be true, and then he recorrects himself by using magic and certain sorts of stuff like that, and then he lands like a superhero landing, which is so cool, right? And now let's talk about the ending of the movie. So I personally think that the ending of the movie is going to be by the Avengers losing. Like obviously, that's why we're gonna have Secret Wars, right? And when I say the ending and I say the loss of the Avengers, I mean that the main Earth or the 616 Earth is going to get destroyed, right? Just like the Tobey Maguire's universe. I think that universe is going to get destroyed, and we're gonna lose the 616 New York. I'm sorry, I'm very sad to hear that, but I think that is going to be true, and therefore Doom is going to create a battle world where all the heroes are going to have their memories wiped except of Reed Richards, right? Now we're going to talk about Reed Richards in a different video, so please stay tuned on my channel and please consider subscribing, right? Now let's talk about the deaths in this movie. Obviously people are going to die because it's such an important movie. Now obviously the first death is going to be Tobey Maguire, which we already talked about. Now I think that most of the X-Men are going to die. The X-Men from the Fox universe are going to die, right? Because they want to introduce new X-Men after Secret Wars, so I think they're just gonna kill off the Fox X-Men so that the new X-Men are gonna get a new identity, right, of their own. And the other people who are gonna die are Yelena's father, right? Maybe to set up like a very emotional angle, they're gonna kill off Yelena's father. And one more Thunderbolt, which I think is gonna die, is Bucky Barnes. Now, Bucky Barnes does have an emotional connections with the fans, so I think they are going to kill him off in this movie, which is going to be insanely sad to see the Winter Soldier dying, obviously, because he has been stuck around in the MCU for quite a lot of time, and it is going to be emotional. So, um, yeah, that is it from this video. I also have to wanted to talk about way more theories. I have a lot stirring in my mind, and I just want to talk to you guys about that. So we're gonna do a couple more of these videos if this video turns out to do well. And thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for watching Lag and Popcorn. See you in the next video. Bye.